The naughty list. Every year there's a day that comes around called Christmas. A jolly time for children. At least, for the good ones. Then there's the not-so-jolly time for the not-so-jolly children. There's the naughty list. A list that decides which children are bad. And for the children that are bad, there are consequences. That's where the Nuaghty list comes in handy. The good ones are rewarded with gifts, toys, and such, and the bad children get more than coal in their stockings. You see, Santa's jolly and holly, smiling with his big red rosy cheeks, but when he's facing a Nuaghty child, that face turns into a distinguished frown, and then his face becomes the face of an unforgiving saint. As the story goes, for the mildly Nuaghty children, he would put hot coal in their stocking, keeping its heat without burning the stocking until it is touched by the Nuaghty child's hand. For the extremely naughty children, there's the unspeakable. As Santa sends his little elves to grab the child and escort them to the room of Nuaghty punishment, where you can see a list of the children who were previous victims of the naughty list hammered off Santa. And as the elves left the room after the child is taken to a dark room, the lights all turn on, and there's a tower of Christmas decorations and trains thriving by. And there's a little Santa on the top, spinning in circles with a rather large head. Then the jolly tunes begin to slowly become distorted. And then the trains start to smoke, and then the Santa on top of the tower's face starting to frown, then slowly melt as he finally started to spin, faster and faster, and then everything just stopped. Like that, it's quiet. And then the lights dim once more, and Santa himself come out and asks the boy if he would like a cookie, and the boy of course said yes. Then a Santa slowly walked towards him with his hands behind his back as he pointed, "It's in that room I just walked out of, ho ho!" And so the boy runs into the room, only to find no cookie, but a room like a gigantic oven. And then the boy turns around with a frightened face, and Santa begins to laugh, and slowly the doors shut, soon trapping the boy inside. And then little robotic elves come out, and they have evil faces and start to sing, "We wish you a Merry Death," instead of "We wish you a Merry Christmas." And then the boy starts to sweat, with it beginning to get hotter and hotter. He begins to scream, soon his skin starts to burn, and then he falls to the ground, and soon after, the elves begin to surround him, singing the same thing. "We wish you a Merry Death! We wish you a Merry Death!" And in the boy's last breath, he says, "I'm sorry for being naughty, Santa!" And he becomes unconscious. And Santa resumes back to a Merry Christmas. And then the boy woke up to find that he was just dreaming. And looking over to his bedroom wall, he sees it's only January, and after that dream, he was never naughty again.